Why does Rahu give good results in air signs? Rahu is your subtle desire. I met an old friend. He's a meditative man, but he also has a strong desire to become the owner of a BMW car. He has been a successful businessman, but always hesitated to buy a BMW, a very expensive car. Now he has become old, but the desire still remains. And because he is a meditative man, he said to me, Aditya, I am buying a BMW because I don't want to take another birth just because this one intense desire was left unfulfilled. He bought a BMW car and then after 1 year he sold it. The wish was fulfilled. He was no more held back. He experienced freedom. He was a happy man. He had no regrets of selling the BMW because he just wanted to get rid of his desire. And now that it was fulfilled, now that he had realized its futility, he was able to let go of his desire. You will be able to give up on a desire only when you realize its futility. You see, this is a very deep subject. Shallow readers may not understand it. And my answer is not for shallow listeners. They will only condemn me, ridicule me, offend me. That is all they can do. That is all they have been doing. To them, condemning, ridiculing, offending others is what gives them joy, makes them feel good, and to me, sharing the truth gives me joy. Both are desires, the intentions differ. While they like to hurt me, harm me, I like to heal, love, and rejoice in sharing with all of you. Because I am perfectly aware that though certain men and women may condemn me, there are over thousands of followers out there who may read, who may listen to this answer someday, sometime, someplace. So you see, what you like is what you have within. You will appreciate only that which you yourself value within. The seed of goodness is found in the soil of appreciation. And your desire is directly linked to your liking. If you like to hurt others, the quality of your desires is degrading. And a degraded desire only leads to a degraded life. See how it all comes to desire. And your question of exalted Rahu is also related to desires, the quality of desires. People ask, what is the purpose of my life? There was a man, and he was such a simple man. Wherever he would go, he would simply love to help. Help, a beautiful word, a miraculous word, the desire to help is the greatest desire of all. Desires remain, but it is your consciousness that helps you to decide which desire is good for your growth and which one is harmful. The desire to kill someone, the desire to hurt someone, the desire to cleverly cast a black magic spell on someone is a direct path to hell. You will be surprised. In the morning, people go to temples, and on the same night, the same people commit unbelievable, terrible acts of sin. This is the reality of this human world. Don't go by the face, don't go by the words, don't go by the appearances, just observe. Observe closely, and you will find what is what. An ignorant man goes on hurting others. That is what makes him happy, makes him feel good. A conscious man goes on helping others. That is what brings bliss to his heart, to his soul. Understand the difference, sever the difference. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. The subject of desires is very deep. The subject of Rahu is also very deep. They both complement each other because desire is Rahu. You have come to this human world because a desire was born within your being. Adam and Eve and the apple. The Bible mentions that Adam could not resist his desire to eat the apple, and that was the beginning of the human story. It is this desire that became the starting point of the human world in which you, I, we all are caught. The desires are like a serpent that engulfs us, blocks our consciousness, and thereby brings many miseries to our life. Certain men seems to be more interested in pointing out what the scriptures, the Bible says. They seem to more interested in correcting me by saying that you should say only that what the Bible story says. And this is the problem. The problem is of the mind. A story can have many dimensions. And if the dimension that I am sharing is only adding more value, helping you more, motivating you more, then what is the problem? But certain human beings are simply so shallow that, like parrots, they would go on repeating the stories of the Bible, of the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, without realizing the many dimensions and the much depth that these beautiful stories, incidents bring to our life. Such men will spend their whole life in correcting others but will miss to correct themselves. And when a time comes when such people ask why life is so miserable, much has to be cut, much has to be dropped, only the very essential has to be saved. The non-essential has to be completely destroyed. Understand, desires are born based on your level of consciousness. The level of consciousness you choose to tune into each moment of each day will determine the quality of your experience of the world. A conscious man, a man of awareness, will always have a certain quality of desires. And this quality is reflected through the zodiac sign.